Well, that's how I feel. That sums up how I feel. So let's get serious. Glasgow Spiritual and Holistic Fair has been running for 3 years, and I want you to hear this. Because I'm going to be extremely honest. It's a lot. There's a lot of red tape when dealing with a building as big as a concert hall, and getting that sorted took a little bit of time. It took really getting into the swing of things and understanding how they worked. The boom of the success of the fair was just bigger than we could have imagined. We never expected opening day, very first time, over 400 people to arrive. We weren't prepared. There was long queues because we didn't expect it. There was maybe about 60 tickets online, and then all these people appeared on the door, and it was just insane. So since then, 3 years later, we're in a bigger part of the concert hall. We're over 3 floors, and we're in one of the main exhibition rooms, and then we are in what was the City of Music, which is the green room now, and the Buchanan Suite, so that your readers and your treatment providers are in separate spaces to offer you, intimacy and privacy, and time away from the main exhibition where all the stalls are. So it's offering an experience. What's happened is in those 3 years, there's markets, fairs, pop-ups everywhere. And there's lots of people who run them are on the same days as others. I only do quarterly. So my dates for this year were up last year. So anybody that would do the research, and I believe it's right that other vendors and traders should look at other people's dates to allow the people who are wanting to attend that they can go to the right fairs and not feel like they have to choose. But also the stall holders, the people who sell products, the people who make products, the people who offer readings, people who offer treatments, they're then having to choose between this fair or that fair, or this one, and this one. And so that's really affected the traders. And so for me, I made a change. There's never not been a time where we are on days up to the fair where I'm chasing hundreds of pounds, hundreds. And the last time I was owed 380 quid on the day of the fair from people. And I decided that I couldn't do it anymore. One of the times it was over £1,000. And to put the fair on, and I'm very transparent, it's about £4,000 just to make one day happen. And I would love to offer more. I would love to offer a space for talks and demonstrations, but it cost me £1,850 plus VAT to have the other room, the only other room that would be available. And then that comes with different red tape because of concerts and so on. So anyway, why am I telling you this? It looks like the November fair, which I think is the November 15th, will be the last for Glasgow Spiritual and Holistic Fair at Glasgow Royal Concert Hall. And I'm coming to you all with this to say I'm devastated. I honestly love it. It's stressful. It's a lot to put on. But the magic of the day, seeing the kids' face lit up when they know they can get free glitter face paint, seeing vendors who make an effort for families, kids under 12 go free, and we at Christmas we buy selection boxes, and vendors are all dressed up and we're all in our Christmas get up, and we'll do that in November. I know it's a little bit early, but we still want to create magic. It's not about just people getting readings, it's about people receiving a magical experience from every part of it, and everybody comes to it for different reasons. So anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is I think the reality is coming because vendors are not signing up because they're being asked to pay up front. And it's the first time I've ever had to do it. And I would have 34 stalls in the main exhibition hall, and I'd be fighting to get people in because there's no more space, and I would maybe have a waiting list of about 8 or 10 people easily. The reading room is always full. The treatment room is full, but I don't over-occupy the space because I want it to still have space so it doesn't feel like it's just crammed in. But currently on the exhibition hall, I think we've got 19 vendors. To go from 34 to 19 at this current point is terrifying. was absolutely terrifying. Because I don't want people to miss out on the magic. I will say some vendors don't do any advertising, and some of them really do. They share and they tag and they run competitions. So they'll buy 2 tickets and then they'll share it online. One vendor at one point said, why don't I give them all 10 tickets each to give away for free? And I said, well, those 10 tickets each, when it worked it all out, it was like, I think it was like £4,000 or £5,000 that I would lose on the £6 ticket door money. That goes towards the £4,000 that it costs to put the day on. So I need to pay off £4,000 before I even make £6 on the door. Whereas that would then only allow the readers to be full, the treatment providers to be full, the stall holders to sell, but not me, because I would be out. So I said to that vendor, why don't you buy tickets? Why not buy and do what other vendors do and do a competition, give away 2 tickets and buy them? But they don't want to. This isn't all vendors, by the way. Then I've been dealt with some backlash of some vendors that weren't happy about not being approved, and they took to social media to publicly shame me. And I just blocked the person. I phoned them and I blocked them. And it was easy to do that because I'm not arguing with people. Then they shared screenshots of our chats, which still proved that they were wrong. And they then went into the comments. People defended me in the comments, and the posts were eventually taken down. Then someone else took to social media because they paid up front and they didn't like it because they weren't approved. I'm sorry, but I had to take a stand. I had to take a stand that not chasing the money. And so I think this is the first time that it's actually happened that I've ever had 19 vendors for the exhibition hall. And it's because people don't want to pay up front. I'm assuming that's what it is, because it's the only difference, other than other fairs going on. And so I don't know what else to say other than I'm scared for the future of it. I can do a few nights in bars and restaurants, 2 or 3 nights, and make more money doing that than I do on the fair. It's not about the money for me anymore. It was originally designed to try and bring in an income to maybe stop doing as many events, and then to let people have a magical experience, but it hasn't turned out to be like that. And people have said to me, why do you still do it? Because I love the magic that it creates, seeing the magic in people's faces when the public come in and they have an experience, and we talk to them on the way in and the way out, so we get to hear about their day. And I'm really, really saddened that it looks like the end is coming. To look at other venues may be an option. And this is just coming out to the world. This is not going, I haven't reached out to the vendors yet. Most of them don't share regularly. They'll maybe do 1 or 2 posts because you can check their grid and you can see when they tag you in stories. And they've been used to all of the advertising that I spend on social media to make the magic happen. I think that other vendors, other market providers and fair providers have to look at what other dates other people are doing and try not to go on the same date if they can help it. Because all it's doing is making it thin for the audience, which is the general public, and then thin for the stall holders, because they're then having to choose. I think a lot of it has come into greed with people and not being fair. And what they, I mean, a few of them will communicate with me and I'll communicate with them, and a few of us will check the dates so we don't overwork on the same day. So we choose our dates and we propose dates to each other. That's the right way to do it. I don't believe that this video will sit well with everybody. I just wanted to be extremely transparent and honest. And I think I'm really sad at this video, but I needed to be raw. I needed to tell the story. I needed to let you know where things are at. So anyway, on the 30th of August, we're at Glasgow Spiritual and Holistic Fair from 10 till 4. If you want to come along, it'd be amazing to see you. Tickets are available at georgemedium.com, or you can buy on the door. See you then.